2012, with all rights, duties and responsibilities, as well obligations and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the school's division superintendent, Ms. Araceli Pastor, and in my capacity as education program supervisor in charge of private schools and mathematics, upon certification and petition, education curriculum, Bureau of Elementary Education, Department of Education, I now confirm you graduates. Batch 2012, the Savior's Christian Academy Incorporated, with all the rights, privileges, obligations, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations and God bless.
Dear graduates, as a symbol of your being proud of your alma mater, may you now turn around to your right, and face the audience's applause. Please give a rousing applause to our graduates. Thank you so much, graduates. You may now take your seats. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to call on the Vice President of Homeroom PTA, Mr. Franklin F. Antonio, to introduce our acclaimed guest speaker.
Mr. President and CEO, Pastor Brian Shaw, our school administrator, pastor, and now also a graduate of this year, now Dr. Meisha. Congratulations, Pastor. Our SCA elementary principal, teacher Barnett Tayamen, our high school principal, my mentor, Professor Cristeta A. Pedro, our guest from Dexlawag City, Ma'am Edil H. Duran, the advisor of the graduating class, Teacher Marisa Andres, teachers, pastors, my fellow parents, guests, and the graduating class, good afternoon. Today is also a great opportunity to know someone who has taken her time to be with us and celebrate with us on this wonderful day. After browsing her impressive credentials, after her retirement with MMSU College of Teachers Education in 2009, she was invited as a consultant of Northwestern University College of Teachers Education and the University Research Council Department, and then eventually become their dean in 2010. Dear graduates, teachers, my fellow parents and guests, it is my honor to present to you our guest of honor and speaker, Dr. Estrella R. Calixto.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome our guest of honor for today, Dr. Estrella Calixto.
Very dynamic president of our Savior's Christian Academy, the equally dynamic administrator, Mrs. Xia, our education supervisor in charge of private schools, Mrs. Edil Duran, our high school principal, my good friend, Professor Cristeta A. Pedro, the elementary school principal, Mrs. Barnett Tayamen, who was once my student in college, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and last not but the least, but the most important, our dear graduates. Thank you for inviting me in this wondrous occasion. Let me quote Alvin Toffler, a noted futurist who said, "The illiterates of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. It will be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." I congratulate the graduates and all the achievers of the Savior's Christian Academy, because you have learners who can learn and who are willing to learn. The ability to learn is one of the greatest gifts God has given you. I also congratulate the parents, because they have brought out into this world children who are willing to learn. Children who are steeped up in the noble tradition, desire to learn, the ability to learn and to use what they have learned in order to face the challenges of the 21st century. We are now in the decade of the 21st century, but are we competent enough to face its challenges? 10 years ago, Rabong is very seasonal. Why? They even hide kunada illegal logging kano. But because of new technologies, where a clump of bamboo, a single bamboo plant, can produce 7 or 8 bamboo shoots. If all of those are cut and made into viand, awan tot mabati ka kawayanin. Now, if we let all of those 7 or 8 shoots grow up, the quality of the bamboo will not be very good. So what can we do? Cut the 3 or 4 bamboo shoots and let 3 or 4 bamboo shoots grow into mature plants. In that way, we will not have our bamboo plants face extinction. Another which they made furniture, they made a bamboo pull machine. You know the bamboo, the characteristic of the bamboo. At the base, the diameter is wide and it tapers towards the end. But they were able to create and invent a machine which would make the bamboo equal from base to the other tip. And of course, that made the quality of their products better. They made bamboo tiles, and one of the latest is the bamboo charcoal briquet. The waste materials they took away from the bamboo, they nagkayasan da, they nagput-put danda. They burned them and made them into charcoal. Then they powderized the charcoal, and there was a binder. The binder is also a waste material. The affluence of the cornic makers in Paway, na pigkat di jay, that was enough to bind the charcoal dust, and they subjected it to pressure to make it compact, and that is now the bamboo charcoal briquet, which is also known as green charcoal. Apay green gat black met no kitain, because it comes from an organic material. Literacy, and this include music literacy, dance literacy, art literacy, language and communications literacy, media literacy, scientific literacy. Do we have all of this? To everyone, the gift to equip ourselves with the 21st century skills and multi-literacies, we need to learn, unlearn by discarding the obsolete, and relearn to do things using state-of-the-art gadgets and equipment. Knowledge and how to manage the information we know, especially the new information, in order to become a truly productive citizen who is locally and globally competitive. Your life is God's greatest gift to you, but what you do with your life is your greatest gift to God. One of the greatest gifts of the nation to us is the presence of schools like Our Savior's Christian Academy. The greatest gifts of the school is the presence of teachers who can build in you a good, responsible, productive, and law-abiding individual. The greatest gift to the Filipino people, the nation which nurtured you, is your service to make this nation a great and productive nation. Can you take the challenge, graduates? Again, may I repeat the sentence? To make this nation a great and productive nation, can you take the challenge? Mabisin lang sa nakisitor. Can you take the challenge? Yes! Let's give a hand to them. Yes. To the teachers, use your gift of facilitating learning to make learning happen in the minds of the learners. Maybe not just be mere teachers of subject matter learners. This learning which they acquire should be manifested in their behavior, in their ideas, in their actions, in the way they relate to men and God. To the graduates, use the greatest gifts, who is Our Savior's Christian Academy, through its teachers, so that you can give back in return good and quality service, devotion to duty to make the place where you live a paradise here on earth. As of now, you don't need to become the president of the Philippines, obedient child who can make the people at home happy, who can make the people you live with proud of you. If you do this, you're laying down the foundations of a good leader in you. Your ability to do this would help in the making of a good, peaceful and productive community, a good and productive society. If all communities are peaceful and productive, composed of multi-literate individuals equipped with 21st century skills, then we will have built a strong nation, economically, politically independent, which can stand side by side with other Asian nations and with other nations of the world.
President and Administrator, give a token of appreciation. Kindly give our guest of honor and speaker a round of applause. Happy birthday, Dr. Calixto. We cannot know what the future holds, but we do know who holds the future. And it is you graduates who hold that, as exemplified by the words of our guest of honor and speaker, Dr. Calixto. Now, dear graduates, the moment you all have been waiting for has finally come. The fruit of hard work and discipline will finally be reaped. To call on the names of our graduating pupils, may I call on stage the graduating class advisor, Ms. Marisa Andres. May I also request our Honorable President, Reverend Brian Shah. Our school administrator is already here, Mrs. Meisha, and our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Calixto. May we please call you back again on stage to join us for the awarding of deserving pupils and the distribution of certificates.
This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, dear parents, and our dear graduates, this is the great time for all of us. At this moment, we now harvest the fruits of our hard-earned labor. And to present to you the cream of the crop of the school year 2011-2012, starting with the class valedictorian, Reina Angela D. Aboliano. She will be receiving a Golden Loyalty Award for she stayed with us since nursery to grade 6. She's also best in science, champion in the Division National Quiz Bee Mathematics, second honor ends up individual category, third place math relay private level, third place news writing Filipino division level and a regional qualifier, an outstanding Girl Scout, musician of the year, history wizard, math wizard, computer wizard, journalist of the year, Senate President's Academic Excellence Award, Governor Amy Marcos Academic Excellence Award, Federico Fariñas Academic Excellence Award, and Mayor Michael V. Fariñas Academic Excellence Award. The valedictorian will also receive a token from our president as the class valedictorian of this school year 2011-2012. The daughter of Mr. Samuel Pablo and Mrs. De Melissa Pablo. She will be receiving a Golden Loyalty Award. She will also receive a token from our President, Mr. Brian Shell. Academic Excellence Award, Mayor Michael V. Fariñas Academic Excellence Award, the Golden Loyalty Award for she stayed with us from nursery to grade 6. She's also the best in science, musician of the year, outstanding Girl Scout, math wizard, and computer wizard. Medal donors, Mr. Rostico Ibalo Jr., Mrs. Matilde Vitin, Miss Erlinda Vitin, PO2 and Mrs. Erwin Garaldo Sr., Mr. and Mrs. Jim Arnold, and Mrs. Carmenchita Ibalio. Another special token will be given to her from our President, Mr. Brian Shell. Second honorable mention, Vincent Bright D. De La Cruz, the son of Mr. Vincent De La Cruz and Mrs. Design Wizard, class athlete, second place damat private level, and fourth place damat division level.